Jamaicans and people all over the world, what is up on my head isn't just a dead John Crow. It is the crown of the true and living God. And I had to run away from every churches. I had to run away from them all in order to wear this crown. So I stand alone while they try to make me out to be mad in the open. They secretly seek my life. And if I wasn't sent by God, as in truth, I don't know what would have become of me by now. This crown belongs to the true and living God. And with this crown comes a great responsibility. With this crown that He has crowned me, us Jamaicans, comes a great responsibility because it comes with prophecy. I am the woman standing under the sun with the sun over my head and the moon under my feet. And what is up on my head is the crown of 12 stars. And I prophesy I'm a demon and a witch to the church I have become because of this crown. But to God, I am a special woman. And I prophesy. I prophesy that I was in a vision somewhere in the Americas on a woodland property. And I was standing in a massive white house. And I was standing downstairs in a large foyer area. And there was a Rasta man, a black man, lying down there on what seemed to me like a stretcher. And he was lying down there and I could see the upper of his body as he was naked. And his locks flowed to the ground, as white as wool, as snow, and his arms stretched to the side. I can't say whether he is dead, he was dead or alive. I was just standing there, and he was just lying there. And there was a party upstairs, and Bill Gates was at this party. And he was flying around and moving around as if he had supernatural powers, as if he was supernatural or something. And while this was happening, the building became alive. And the columns and the walls and everything in the building became alive, and they gained faces and mouth. And the building was in agony, and it started to scream in great pain, in great pain and agony. The building was in agony. And this was affecting me. And so I tried to leave. I tried to fly away, but I couldn't fly. So I started to run. And I find myself running on some small cottages, building to building, running away from there. And while I was running, a great wind started to blow. The wind was so great that it moved the roots in the tree. It moved the roots under the ground, and it moved the earth as well. This was how terrible the wind was. And as I was running, I was thinking, wonder if these people know that it is my God that moves through everything. The scene changed, and I found myself at what seemed to me a nightclub. There were young people there and they were having a party. And one of my daughters was among them. And I saw a man that seemed to me an agent. He came and spoke to one of the girls. And as soon as he had spoken to one of the girl approached my daughter with a little bag and something in it. And then the scene changed. And I was at what seemed to me like a huge laboratory. And I was standing at a very large elevator door. And it was open. Two black girls were standing beside me. And Belinda Gates was sitting on the floor in the elevator. And she had on her doctor clothing, white, with her doctor thing around her. And she was sitting there, and she seemed to be defeated. And I was just standing over her, not saying anything, and she was cursing. She was mad, and she was pledging something to whoever, and whatever she was pledging it to. And while she was doing this, the elevator door was about to close when one of the black girls that were standing beside me said something. And when she said what she said, the elevator door closed. And then Belinda Gates used her powers, like she had powers or something, to open back the elevator door. She took hold of the two black girls like this, like a soda can. She held both of them and she squeezed them together, crushed them together the same way you would crush a soda can. And what came out of them was not blood, but something blue, something gray, something green looking. This prophecy, this vision, does not belong to me, but to Anu and Inanna. And these words that I now speak are not mine. And I say to you, Bill and Belinda Gates, welcome to the Headless platform, because the only place you two are going, along with the rest of the Frogs people, is into the bottomless pit that you have opened. I prophesy. Our national anthem was written for this moment in time. This is the crown that God has given us Jamaicans. This is the crown while my life is in danger. These are the words that I speak. Rise your national anthem with me, Jamaica, as it was written for this moment in time. We belong to the eternal Father. His blood runs through our veins. It is clearly to be seen that they do not want the truth to come on top. And this is the reason why they took the key out of the crocodile mouth and removed the red cross. They do not put the red cross on the money. It is to distinguish us as a people. We are written down in prophecy for this moment. We are in prophecy to lead, and the time has come. Rise your national anthem and pray this with me. Pray this for me, as the crown that is upon my head, Jamaica, belongs to the eternal Father, our only eternal Father, one and only true God. Amen.